And we must also be able to address the greater vision and agenda of Islam. And truly must I say to you, and I have no qualms to say this to you, we are Islamists. Islam is our agenda. Should be, that is our conviction. However, when we fail to contextualize, we become the unelectables in 2004. Hence the reason we were trounced and we were given a bloody nose. And we want to face that, do so again and again. Surely we can't do this. And suddenly we realize that it's not because they don't trust us. Ni yang pakai kopiah ni, orang tak rasuah. Ni lebay-lebay ni orang baik. But they say again, however, we prefer the devil that we know than the angels that we know. But right now, let me say this. We have come to articulate our agenda, not because primarily for just contestation or for reason of victory. No. We have come to realize that we have failed in articulating our message that should be understandable and comprehensible by especially the greater constituencies, or should I say, people of other faiths, adherents of other faiths, of other race, that once upon a time we did not regard very much in the sense of hoping for votes. When I presented the 2008 election strategy, I said this time round, after a series of polls that we have conducted, we were sure that DAP and PKR will have protest vote from the Rakyat. And then I was saying, we must write on this. He said, no. Orang Cina, orang dia ni sasa akhir. Dia tak akan bagi undi pada orang PAS. Dia tak percaya orang PAS. I said, not this time round. Not this time round. So we went in to really inoculate, if I may use that word. On an inoculation strategy, we brought you to understand us. Because the purpose of Islam is just not about the criminal law of Islam. The purpose, the supreme purpose, the overriding purpose of Sharia is justice. And that is well enshrined in the Quran. لَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا رُسُلَنَا بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ وَأَنزَلَهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْمِيزَانَ لِيَحْكُمَ بَيْنَ النَّاسِ بِالْقِسْطِ. How do I translate that? Verily we have sent unto you messengers and books, that the messengers may adjudicate in issues that they dissent and differ. For verily to finally establish justice, and justice is the supreme purpose of Sharia. And because of justice, we are together with our partners in Pakatan. On the platform yesterday, Brooke and Astro Awana, they thought they were going to get us. It was a recording though. I thought it was live. And the way they tried to divide and rule us, provoking us, to the extent that we were almost like to the wall. But one thing that I kept saying, and I'm going to repeat it today. Yes, we may have all the intention of having what Islam has ordered us. But let me say this to you. Because we are an Islamic political party, bona fide, registered an Islamic political party, we will only play to the rule of the game. In the sense that we are truly, as I call myself, an Islamic Democrat. An Islamic Democrat plays to the rule of the game. Meaning, we will never enforce Islam, especially on Sharia's law, unto others. Because if ever we get mandates from you, it must be mandate in the ballot box and in the truly legislative process of the Dewan Rakyat and the Dewan Negara. We will not have Islam backdoor, because that is against the idea of Islam being compulsion like Ikrahuddin. That there is no compulsion in matters of faith. And truly what Tony said, when we come to manage, administer and rule at the state and as well the federal government, by God willing one day, actually we are in fact doing it on the basis of consensus through managing of dissent. And we become, when in matters of governance, you see that we just come hand in glove together. And aside with ideologies, however diverging and diametrically opposed, DAP and PAS, but when it comes to governance, we are united because we share a lot more things in common than the very few things that we differ in matters of governance. That is not only comforting and consoling to all of you, that is as well consoling to us. Because as we run the states in Selangor, Perak, Kedah, we understand that all the more we need each other. All the more that we have got to articulate policies in matters of real program for the people. And when it comes to that, there's hardly anything that is ideological. And good governance is enshrined in the Quran. And we fail to articulate that. All these years of good governance, al-istimar, al-istiqrar, the well-being of the people that must be put in place, wealth creation and wealth distribution, al-adala, al-musawwar, those are all egalitarian principles, timeless, universal principles. And suddenly when we articulate this, we just come hand in glove in Pakatan Rakyat. I think I've got a lot more to share, but let's take it at that point for the first round. And if you ask me again, is Pakatan Rakyat sustainable? There's no other option. This country, because when we provide Pakatan Rakyat, we have indeed provided, to the Rakyat, to Barisan versus Pakatan. And that is the new politics. It will be like America. It will be like the mature democracy of America and the UK. If they get fed up with the Democrats, they vote in the Republican. If they get fed up with the Tory, they vote in the Labour. So who benefits? The Rakyat. And we have all along forged and all along must sustain all the good principles that we talk about on competencies, accountability, transparency, to make ourselves electables time and time again and in every round of election. And we will really send Barisan Nasional